So for Macca Monday, I thought I'd tell the story of the time that I went to see him at Yankee Stadium in New York City. It was kind of an interesting story, so I thought I'd share. And I found a place to stay that I thought was going to be more like a hotel, um, relatively inexpensive, which was surprising for New York. And when I got there, I discovered that it was absolutely not a hotel. It was a hostel, but it wasn't even like a good hostel. I mean, the rooms were like the size of a matchbox, and there were no ceilings, and the doors barely locked, and it was terrible. It was awful. But I was there long enough to put my stuff down and get ready, get my Paul stuff on, get ready for the show. And then I grabbed my Red Sox hat and got on the train and headed out to Yankee Stadium. Before I actually went over to the stadium, there's like this bar and grill place across the street, and I was pretty hungry. So I decided to go over there and have some food. Now, I knew I was tempting fate by wearing my Red Sox hat, but whatever. I wasn't going to go into Yankee Stadium without representing the Sox. So I had to do it. But so they sat me at a chair by myself in the back of the place, closest to the bathroom. I was surprised they didn't put yellow tape around me because I had a Red Sox hat on. But yeah, no, I made sure to check my food and make sure that nobody's spilling my water. Yeah, I've read stuff like that happens, but no, they were actually kind of nice people. I mean, there were more Beatle people there than sort of Yankee people. So I think it would have been different if it had been like on a game day or something like that. But it was cool. I laughed. I just thought it was hysterical. And so afterwards, I walked across the street to the new Yankee Stadium, and I just kind of looked around. And I was amazed because I had never been there before, and I thought it was just incredible. And the stadium was huge. So I looked around and I filmed and I just carried on until, of course, Paul came on the stage. Now, just backing up a little bit. After the show, I went back to my quote unquote hotel and I didn't sleep at all. It was a horrible experience. I ended up getting very sick, and as it turns out, the place was infested with bed bugs, and I couldn't even make it all the way home. I had to stop at a friend's house on the way home and just stay because I was very sick. So come to find out that place is now closed and boarded up, and I hope they've torn it down by now. But anyway, the show was pretty amazing. I actually we borrowed my mother's uh, very expensive camera so I could zoom in and actually get some film of Paul. And I just thought I'd share from McCartney Monday. Woohoo! Go Sox. Peace and love.